Hello friends, I'm Eric and today we are watching episode 6 of season 7 of Supernatural. So, where are we at? Last time around was the Ancient Witches. It was a fun episode. It wasn't a super great episode, but it was really fun though. I like witches. I like old witches especially. Like, Dean doesn't approve of them because he thinks they're gross and so on, witches. But yeah, there's something about those old witches that's just kind of, I don't know. Yeah, they're just fun. And this was kind of special. It was two really old witches, a couple, and they were having a bit of a marital dispute, I guess. So and everyone around them was taking the brunt of their rage because yeah, it was a fun episode. So what do we expect from this one? I don't know. I think what we expect mostly is because they captured Leviathan. I hope that we really get into that this time because like we have no way of fighting Leviathans and maybe it won't feature that much though, because like they said they were gonna bring him to Bobby. Maybe we get to see some of Bobby this episode, because we didn't get to see him at all last episode. We just we talked to him on the phone, but that was just like, we didn't see him. We just talked to him. And I don't like it. Because we didn't even get to hear his voice. So yeah, I don't like it. Hopefully we can do some investigating and see what hurts Leviathans. Like, I kind of hope that we don't, because I'm wishing for a Monster of the Week episode. Because Monster of the Week episodes means that Bobby is safe. And I'm really concerned about him at the moment. Anyways, let's get to it. Before we get started though, I just quickly want to mention the Patreon. On the Patreon, I am 8 episodes ahead of where I am on YouTube, which means 4 weeks of videos. The episodes over there are also uncut, not edited down like here on YouTube. So if that is something that interests you, feel free to check it out. Link is in the description down below. There's also all the other movies, and there's also the other shows and stuff I do, like Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra, and Arcane, The Witcher, Wheel of Time, a bunch of stuff actually. So if that interests you, yeah, feel free to check it out. But with that, it's time to get into episode 6 of season 7 of Supernatural.
You sure about this?
Sure about what?
Morning, Megan.
This is weird.
Really pretty.
Thank you.
Starting with the boys. We're not starting with a case.
How can I help you today, Dean?
Well, I don't actually...
Actually, this is really weird. Why is Sam locking the door? This looks like a bank robbery, but we don't rob banks like we do credit card scams and stuff.
How do you want it, Dean?
Ha, suggestive.
Well, I'm gonna have to take a rain check. And all your money.
What the hell? What's going on here?
You ready? Yep.
Ready for what? What's going on? I'm trying to figure out what that might be. I have no idea what the heck's going on.
Let's see how you like a little fruit of the poison tree.
Yeah, here we are.
Oaky.
Oh, poison oak? Is that what that was?
And how are my 2 favorite meatsicles?
Is he still sucking air?
Yeah, unfortunately he is.
I'm down to B-sides and deep cuts.
Whammy that witch dude put on him's only gonna last for a few days.
Yeah, that is really concerning.
Having to drop a car on him just to
Good
stop.
lord.
Actually, Edgar walked away from that car.
Yeah, you didn't know that, right? How do you even stop these things?
You didn't know?
I mean, that's what we're trying to figure out at the moment, but I really like that about them, that they are so unstoppable. That gives them extra weight. But at the same time, at some point, we need to figure out how to fight these things.
I use pattern recognition software and a basic heuristic algorithm to track your known aliases.
Great.
Okay.
We need a Mensa monster.
So, are they smart, or do they just like take over the capabilities of whatever host they possess? But they don't possess hosts, because the little girl who became a doctor, she became a copy.
So why are you talking to us, Chet?
Because he's not afraid of you.
You're not dumb. Why are you spilling state secrets?
Yeah.
I'm not scared of you.
Yeah, exactly. You're not a threat. It doesn't matter if we tell you everything we're planning. It doesn't matter.
You are aware that I'm the least of your concerns, right? You haven't watched the news today, have you?
Oh, so that's what's going on.
Leaving no survivors.
Yeah, it was. It's Leviathan copies of Sam and Dean. But how did they copy Sam and Dean?
Maybe one of them touched you at the hospital.
It was the hair. Some DNA out of a
Thanks,
motel shower
Chet.
drain, guys.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Okay. I love how helpful he is. it gives more weight to their like how dangerous they are.
Every form of law enforcement in the country has seen your ugly mugs this morning.
Exactly, so what's the point in trying to hide?
Better than sticking your fool neck out.
Well, I mean,
These things are smarter
Yeah.
than you.
it's stupid. It's dangerous.
But if you're going to be stupid, you might as well be smart about it.
Good one.
You need to see a fellow named Frank Devereaux.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'll keep working on Chatty Cathy here, see if I can figure out what makes him die.
Yeah. Good luck. Have we tried decapitation? Maybe that's like a last resort. That like you want to try everything else first.
You guys sell protein bars?
Yeah.
Oh no, he knows.
It's in the back, though.
It's in the back, huh? Okay, yeah, sure.
Give me a second.
You can't be this stupid, Sam. You must realize that he knows who you are.
Pretty sure the cashier just made me drive.
Why didn't you bring the stuff? I mean, it was right there. I guess stealing, I guess, but yeah.
Special Agent Morris, this is Special Agent Valente.
Gentlemen,
Oh no.
busy out here.
The FBI is back in on the case.
Winchester spotted at a gas station.
Yeah,
About 1,000
unfortunately.
miles from here. It's fast. Must have flown.
That or Batmobile.
They do kind of have a Batmobile, yeah. It is fairly iconic.
Sure this is the right place?
Yeah, it looks abandoned. Or at least no one's home.
Frank?
Is he here? Is he alive? Is he dead? Hey, yeah, there he is.
Spider caught some flies.
Okay. Another old hunter. They're always quite paranoid.
You're on CNN right now.
No, that's not us.
No, can't be, unless you had a teleporter. Do you have a teleporter?
Well, kinda, but he's out of commission at the moment. I'm referring to Castiel.
Who sent you? NSA, the Phoebe, March of Dimes.
Oh, he's one of these people. Like conspiracy theorist, prepper, doomsday dude.
Guy saves your life one time, and what? You owe him the rest of yours?
That's usually how it works, yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess a little bit. You don't owe him the rest of your life, but you owe him something.
Truth is, the government had been cloning people for years. Guess it was just your turn in the barrel.
Well, actually,
Yeah, that's not what this is.
so what do you think we should do?
Cuba's nice this time of year.
That's not an option.
We just need you to get us further off the grid, but keep us on the board.
How do you even get further off the grid than you people?
No more rock shout-outs. It's
Thank
Tom
you.
and John Smith from now on.
Thank you. Because it's so obvious. Like, you can't go around calling yourself Lemmy.
This is your laptop, right?
Yeah, that's mine.
Dude, come on. That's disrespectful. Yeah, here's a new computer, I guess, but still, like, thumbnails, or not thumbnails, bookmarks and stuff. Come on.
Mr. and Mr. Smith.
Ah, hey, Bobby. Okay, yeah, that didn't work.
You're stumped.
Give it a rest, Mouthy.
How long do you think these will hold once the spell wears off, Tick tock, old man.
Yeah, time is ticking. I don't think this is where Bobby dies. I
Whoever said
think
hello to
this is... like something. Oh, decapitation. Nice. Yeah, I don't think this guy is the one who's gonna do it. And I really hope I'm wrong. I really hope I'm wrong.
Seems random.
Little tip from a pro. There is no such thing as a random series of robbery murders by your evil twins.
No, yeah, I'm with Frank here. For sure.
But you two want to be dumb. That's fine. At least have the common sense to ditch your car.
Oh, we can't do that.
Excuse me. What?
We can't ditch baby. That's not gonna happen. Not now, not ever. Who knocks? We don't know anyone who's still alive. Right? Like, we're kind of out of friends at this point. Hey! I did forget about her. The sheriff.
I wanted to come thank you.
Thank me.
Well, yeah. Seeing as they were fresh out of thanks for
Yeah,
saving.
you did save her life.
Just doing my job, which nobody pays me for.
Yeah, it's very thankless.
How you doing, Bobby?
I'm fine. Every day's a gift.
Your house just burned down.
Yeah, it's just material.
Bobby, let someone be nice to you for 5 minutes.
No, can't do that. Oh, poor Bobby, man. I feel for the dude. Because he doesn't have anyone to lean on, really. He's the one that people leans on.
Let me make you something. Maybe put this new place of yours in some kind of order. Come on. I owe you that much.
Yeah. I mean, it's concerning, though, because her showing up, like... It's like when Rufus spoke about, like, when they had a heart-to-heart. Oh, no, his head is back on. Okay, so decapitation doesn't work. But yeah, like, the fact that she's, like, they're having a heart-to-heart makes me concerned.
It's a start.
Here we go again. Oh no, what's this? Well, I guess they're gonna put baby away for the moment, though. It's temporary. It's temporary.
Let us drive it around in this caboodle while baby's on lockdown.
It's temporary, Dean.
Yeah, it's temporary.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
That's a good reference. Dirty Dancing, right?
You want some tunes or something? Here.
Oh, this is a classic.
Sorry, man.
Just leave it. It's probably gonna be the only thing on.
Yeah. Oh, come on, dude. You like it, but you don't want to admit it. Just enjoy the stuff you enjoy, dude. Oh, there he goes. I mean, come on. This is a solid song. Sam is uncomfortable.
Jericho, the lady in white.
Oh. And that's the Wendigo. Oh, this is...
Talk the kid in the lake.
Okay. Yeah, that was the first 3 episodes. So are they going in order? Why are they doing that, though? Are they doing it just to call out to Sam and Dean? Or are they doing it to, like, transform their successes into failures?
You know what? I can't stand the guy. Talk about a hero complex. And he doesn't ever live.
It's not so much a hero complex. He's an actual hero.
Who has 2 thumbs and full-blown bats in the belfry? I'm serious. It's nothing but Satan vision on the inside. I mean, how...
Oh, you have that? How do you have that? Because that's connected to the soul, right?
You want to trade? I mean, I'll take Chuckles over Schizo.
Yeah, I mean...
No, I like this one's hair better.
Why not?
All right, everybody be cool! This is a robbery! Anybody move, and I will execute every last one of you!
This is like a Pulp Fiction reference, right? Jumping up and standing on the counter. He was a bit kinder in his language, Dean, there. Or Leviathan Dean. But it was close, right?
Still looking for something you can shoot at him.
Oh, good times. All right, thanks, Bobby.
Hey, you take mail, right, Bobby?
Got a chick over there?
Yeah, he does. Very unusual.
They hit St. Louis.
Yeah.
Pumpkin and Honey Bunny to diner.
Yeah, that's... Yeah. Pulp Fiction reference.
You were first on the scene?
Unfortunately. Want to tell us what happened?
Yeah, I don't have to tell you. There's video.
I didn't say you could put that down. I want the whole world to know what Sam and Dean Winchester are capable of.
Good lord, man. And then smile for the camera.
Good night, St. Louis.
Oh no, you touched him. He's gonna turn into you now.
Balls.
It's been a while since we had one of those.
You and Dad. Oh, that's a can of scorpions.
It's remarkable how fast they accessed memories, like how they just... Yeah, they're remarkable. I really enjoy the Leviathans so far.
10 pounds of sad in a 5-pound bag.
I also really like Evil Bobby. Like when the worm was inside him, for instance. Hey, there they are.
Sam.
So what's the plan now, guys? You're all here. What are you gonna do? Like, are you gonna go fight them somehow? Like you, I mean, you can decapitate them, but that's just a temporary solution. It's not a permanent solution. Oh no!
Standing. Look, the guys you want. Shut up! They're right there.
And they're getting back in the car. They're just gonna leave because, like, you can't do crimes now, because if you do, like, if you do those very public crimes while Dean and Sam are in prison, then like it proves that they're innocent.
You're no cynic. You still hope. After this is all done, you and Miss Sheriff can make your own little cabin in the woods.
Well, that's good. It's good that he has hope, because if you don't, then what's even the point?
You're a Browning fan? Robert Browning. Poet.
No, never heard of him.
Man's reach should exceed his grasp.
Yeah, I like that.
What the hell is that?
Ooh. What is that?
Get it off!
Because that seems to be really effective.
Oh, sorry, little snafu here.
Is it soap? Is soap their weakness?
Take him to cell number 1. Take that one to the interview room.
Oh, good lord. Are you just gonna go in, or are you infiltrating? They're infiltrating.
I have a right to my phone call.
All right. You killed how many people last couple of days, and you want me to hop to in your rights?
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Oh, good lord, what a mess.
Sodium borate. It ain't as weird as it sounds. It's
Okay.
found in industrial cleaners.
So it's not soap specifically, but it's like it's...
With the word borax on it.
Yeah, it's a specific chemical, apparently.
Douse them, and then chop the heads off.
Got it.
And keep the heads separate.
Bobby, you're a genius. Thanks.
That's a weird conversation to have in front of the sheriff.
Whoa, you're crazier than I thought.
Yeah. We've seen a thing or two. That's beggar's belief.
What are you doing? What is
Yeah.
your problem? We don't have time.
This is good. I hope the sheriff saw that. Yeah, he did. Awesome. Maybe now he won't think we're so crazy anymore. Or maybe he'll think he is crazy himself. Doesn't really matter, as long as he's like switched sides.
It's just... I don't know what I just saw.
No, it's very confusing, isn't it?
Dean.
Yeah, Dean. Not Dean.
Sammy.
No, not Sammy.
Not Sammy.
This is good. Because, like, how would they do it otherwise? It's gonna be really hard, right? To have 2 Deans and 2 Sams in the same scene. This is a pretty good solution.
I just don't get it. You could be anything. You're strong, you're uninhibited,
Yeah,
smart enough, believe it.
that's why they're heroes.
You're wasting a perfectly good opportunity to subjugate the weak.
Yeah, true, I guess. Doing that just causes problems. Because the weak band together, and together they're strong. Awesome. Hey, and decapitation. But you still need to keep the heads separate, right? Yeah, Bobby said that.
You know, I guess that's why Dean never told you that he killed Amy.
Ooh, there it is. It came out. That's good. That's good.
Now I can eat you.
Okay. Okay, I guess they could have two Deans in the same scene.
Well, that felt good.
Yeah, killing yourself. But in a safe way.
Was hoping you could help us kind of be dead. You know,
Yeah.
quote unquote.
I mean, you have the bodies, so... But no, because we can't... Man, Leviathans are tricky. They are really indestructible.
I fingerprinted them first, of course, for your records.
Mind if we take a look at the bodies?
Their bodies were sent to the funeral home for cremation. Not further.
Already? Okay.
What kind of backwater operation is this?
Hey, easy. Forget about it. No bodies, no paperwork, right? Someone...
Are these FBI agents actually Leviathans? Because they're acting a bit weird. Because, you know, the senior was teaching the junior previously, and now the junior was, like, acting as the senior, and, like, it doesn't add up.
Don't open it. Even if it starts talking. Especially if it starts talking.
You're giving her the head? You're giving her... Okay.
If you excuse me, I got a body to bury in cement.
Dear Lord, these things. See, yeah, I don't like it. Because good things don't happen.
The hell is it? Because it sure isn't blood.
You're right about that, sweetie. It's much more than...
Yeah, here they are.
Explain. Don't bother.
So even with this cleaning thing and decapitation, it's still not permanent.
Unfortunately, their heads are... missing.
Okay, so if you keep the heads separate, they can't reform. But still, that means if they do find the heads and bring them back together, it's not... Good Lord.
Double them again.
I like where your head's at, but sometimes less is more. Those boys coming back from the dead again starts to strain credulity.
So is this the big boss? The big Leviathan boss?
Back to the vision board on this one.
Of course.
Yeah, back to the vision.
Next time, call me with a win. For your sake. Please don't make me bib you.
Yes, sir.
What does that mean? Bib you?
Mr. Roman, I thought it was time we met in person.
Hey, Crowley. What's up?
I'm Crowley.
So this must be the big Leviathan boss, because why else would Crowley try to meet with him?
100% organic baby uvulas. Gluten-free.
Consider it.
Uvula, that's the thing that's dangling at the back of the throat, right?
Straight talk. We should be friends, you and I.
Why? Why in the world would we be?
Yeah, he doesn't need you.
I'd sooner swim through hot garbage than shake hands with a bottom-feeding mutation like you.
Oh.
Lazy, gold-digging whores.
These are harsh words, man.
I'd never work with you, Crowley.
So this means that Crowley is gonna want to work with us, right? Because that's his only option.
Keep the muffins.
Oh man, there's something about Leviathans. Every one of them we met so far is just the way they have about them is just I like it.
What? What is it? Talk.
Yeah, he's struggling. He's a bit upset with you at the moment, Dean.
Yeah, you know my motto, here to help.
Kind of like you helped Amy.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Listen, Sam, don't.
It's gonna be fine. Sam is just upset at the moment.
You know what, Dean? I can't.
Don't overreact, dude.
I can't talk to you right now.
You know this is Dean, like acting like Dean.
Okay, so
I think you should just go on without me.
No, dude. No. Come on, we're in a situation, but then again, we're always in a situation, so I guess that doesn't really matter. But yeah, seriously, dude.
all right.
You're overreacting a bit.
Sorry, Sam.
Okay, so that was episode 6 of season 7 of Supernatural. That was really enjoyable. That was a really good episode. I really like that. Okay, where do we start? I don't know what's going on now with like, is Sam more upset that Dean killed Amy, or that Dean didn't tell him about it? That Dean lied about it? Because like, this isn't the first time Dean has done something to this effect. You know? he wanted to and tried to kill like Lenore, the vampire, the first time. And like this is just par for the course when it comes to Dean. He always does stuff like this. So I'm guessing that Sam is more upset that Dean didn't tell him. Although what should upset Sam in that case, I guess, is the double standard. Because the witches from last episode, you didn't kill them. They're still alive and kicking. But the same should have gone for them because they killed because they were upset. They killed people around them because they were upset with each other. And this Kitsune killed to save her kid. Like, and the Kitsune was going to kill again. These witches were going to kill again, of course. But yeah, we didn't do anything permanent to them. Of course, they were a lot more powerful. But still, this is just going to be very temporary, I think. Like, Sam is upset. And he needs to sleep on it, I think. I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna pass quickly. So we finally have a way to fight Leviathans. It's not a great way though. Because, yeah. I mean, I guess this cleaning liquid borax thing, it burns them, but then they're gonna heal from that. And once they have healed, they can just reattach their heads again. I'm guessing at least. But it does kind of melt them. So if you use a lot of it and like completely melt them down, maybe that would work. But in that case, maybe the goo can reform into one of those snake things and do it all over again. Because I don't know if they have any physical forms. They are kind of just goo. What else? So this means that we can like use super soakers and water balloons to fight these monsters. That's awesome. I hope we do that. Like having just like a bucket of water balloons and just throw. I hope we do that at some point. They should do that against like demons as well, like with holy water. Have they done that? I don't remember at this moment. Anyways, we also have a new character introduced. I don't know if he's going to come back. This Frank guy. He might have been just a one-time thing. I don't know. But also another big thing here is I don't like the thing with Bobby and Jody. Because it's like, it's tender moments. It's like the Leviathan was talking about, like how Chet, that is, how Bobby has hope and how like maybe something can happen with the sheriff. That is really concerning to me because, yeah, I mean, because of obvious reasons. Because good things don't happen to us in Supernatural. So this is like hoping for change, hoping for something good, only to have it like completely ruined. So maybe Jody will die? I don't know. I have this like, this feels scary. There's this sense of dread about the Leviathans that I have, and I can't really explain it. It feels like bad things are going to happen. Bad things already have happened, like with the fake out about Bobby being dead with his house burning down. Well, there's Castiel, who's still missing after being blown apart by Leviathans. I don't think that's permanent, because that's not a worthy death scene for him, I don't think. I think he's going to be back eventually. But like, yeah, they feel incredibly threatening. Yeah, there's just something about them that freaks me the heck out. That makes me really nervous about our people. And I mean, Sam and Dean are safe, but I thought Bobby was safe, but then they burned his house down, and now I'm terrified for him. Oh well, at least we have an imperfect way of dealing with them now, and that's something. Anyways, that is it for today. I thank you very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, however, do take care of yourselves, and peace out.